I'm finna be in game chat playing this nigga.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the New England Patriots. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Jackson going to look to do it himself. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and make sure he spills it for a small gain.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson going right, and that's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 36. 12 yards there as they move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
7th play in this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Tua rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Tua. It got his man complete.
What the fuck?
A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
That's good concentration right there, and he did a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. And it certainly doesn't hurt that at 6'5", he's got a big wingspan that allows him to go up and complete that play.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, Tua. Firing quickly.
Bro, he put his hands up instead of fucking.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
A nice looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. This time to the tailback.
Y'all not gonna block this nigga.
There at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action with Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And some room to work. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. It's a gain of 34. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break wide open.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 8 on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run.
Man, come the fuck on, bruh.
Just go ahead and be loose with the football.
Like, damn.
You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious
me,
because
man.
now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
I'm going back to you.
To throw again, Jackson. He'll get this into the hands of Deion Kane. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Show it. Show it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 9 yards,
kept
not
going.
quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Even though they gave up more
3rd and 1?
than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. This time Jackson will throw it. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said.
Fuck.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
That is
Fuck.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you to the end zone, get you 6?
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Never get a hole like that.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Now Tua. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Powers ahead at the 45. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. 51 to 51
Tua sets up to pass it. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? After the interception, here's Jackson. He'll rifle this.
Look how he threw the fucking ball. Look how he threw the ball.
An interception move. The defense had 2 nice interceptions a week ago.
Oh, man.
2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. They'll start on the ground with Breida, and he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2.
Towards the safety.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. They'll roll him out right. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Alright.
They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
From midfield, here's Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 30. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. And I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away.
Bruh, how, bruh? Wasn't nowhere near the nigga.
3rd and final timeout. As
I
they'll
ain't
stop
saving
the
this
clock with
nigga,
24
man.
seconds to go in this 1st half.
Bruh.
After the loss to start out,
If
here's
you do a
2nd
stretch
and
play, it's
11.
80 yards. Stupid ass shit, man.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And this one incomplete.
But Zach Ertz can catch
Too much
anything.
contact to
Old
hold
as
on to
fuck.
that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun.
What kind of pass is that? What kind of...
Third time here in
I can't make this shit up.
intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
Good game. He's wide open.
After the turnover, it's Tua.
Look at that
His
shit,
pass
bitch.
is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Oh, this shit got me crying. They want this nigga to win.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper
First
play.
down. You better catch
We
it.
do know there's some
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. In the final seconds of the first half. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
This is Breida. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Give me that shit.
And he lost the football.
We
And it's
go.
picked up by
We
the
go.
Patriots.
We go.
His guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now they try the right side here. Oh, what a juke into space. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 22 and a first down. But what made that toss out to the right so successful? Because it looked pretty easy.
A belief in the play, an absolute execution by all 11 on the offensive side of the ball.
Oh, block him, and that's touchdown.
But the reason they did so, every time that play's called, they think it's going to go for big yardage. It's their staple play, and they love to run it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Jackson going for it all. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
He's
This has
wide
certainly been a
open.
physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Letting one go deep for the end zone.
I threw it to the wrong
He
person.
almost had it for the pick.
I panicked.
A great
Panicked like a
chance there
bear.
for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Brings up third down and 10.
To throw again is Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him. And they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field
Bro, Shaquille Griffin is not getting beat like that, bro. What the f***?
Pass some of this!
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Preston Williams.
He's moving fast.
Touchdown. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point.
He's not even fast.
One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy
But
to
I can't do
execute.
that, though.
Starting on
It's
your
a
own
bad pass
20,
when I do that,
you
though.
want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by
It's
the
a
head
bad
coach,
pass when I
they give
throw
them
it,
full
though.
authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Oh, we trucking niggas too. Ooh.
Taken down about a yard shy.
He is not supposed to be
That's a
doing all
good way
that.
to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
At the 33-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. That's the gain of 4.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Oh, no.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
45-yard line.
Damn.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Jackson
Bruh,
through
what?
quickly here,
Took forever to throw it.
and they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. Here's Jackson. And it's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there.
Bruh, they catch anything.
Free, and it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Play action. Now it's Tua. And a quick throw here. That's complete. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
On play action, here's Tua. Looking deep downfield. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Patriots take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now, what you're looking for is...
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Odell Beckham. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll run for it with Michel, and he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, but he opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
That's a pick. I'm on top of that shit.
That one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now this time, Tua is going to throw it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Get out my way.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Just get out my way.
There defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking.
I wish I had a run defense like y'all, boy.
Get to the
I don't know how y'all do that
shit. It might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Odell Beckham. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the gun, it's Tua.
I tried to clean his ass up. Oh, he hawked. He hawked. He hawked. He hawked.
And he takes it down deep
Good
into
play.
enemy
Damn.
territory.
Cover 2.
A big play there on the catch and run. 87 yards. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to first and goal. They run with Breida, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any.
It's in. Touchdown, Miami. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21.
Dolphins 21.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
Oh, the hole is there.
And unable to get down there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The stop was made by Jalen Avery. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Right there in the middle, 55. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Under crush, under crush, under.
Nobody, what the fuck?
Losing yardage back at the 40.
Oh, bro.
They lose a yard there on
Nobody brought this
Let's
nigga.
draw back to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it,
This is
he's gotta use the
unbelievable.
big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
This is unbelievable.
9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
First down, Miami.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. This to make it a 2-score game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already